In Matthew chapter 6, Jesus talks about worry and anxiety. He literally says, don't be anxious about your life. And he reminds us that God sees us and knows our need. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, it's one thing to hear those words. It's a completely different story to believe them and to practice them. It's like, really, Jesus? How can I not be anxious in the midst of trials and needs of various kinds? Fortunately, Jesus doesn't leave us to figure it out on our own. In Matthew 6:33, he explains, "But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all of these things will be added to you." So, what does he mean? Well, basically, when Jesus says, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, he's saying, seek me first. And Jesus came to make us right before a holy God. He came to build God's kingdom. So, if Jesus were here today, in essence, he might ask us, hey, is your top priority the trials and needs, or is your priority seeking me? A while back, I was super frustrated by my work. Every day I felt sabotaged by email, and I was complaining about this to my husband, who asked me an excellent question. Is email your priority? And I was like, no. He wisely answered, then don't let email be your priority. And Jesus is saying the same things about trials and worries. Don't allow worries to be your priority. So, practically, how do we apply this? What does it look like today, this week, to make seeking Jesus a priority? Well, friends, you know what I might say. Bible study is one way to practically engage with and know Jesus and make him a priority. Now, I'm a visual person, and maybe this visual is a little cheesy, but it has stuck with me for more than 30 years since beginning one of my first Bible studies as a young adult. The jar represents one day in a life, right? And the golf ball represents our top priority of seeking God. All the other marbles, whether big or small, represent the rest of the day's concerns and activities. Think one marble per email, per text, brushing teeth, a load of laundry, getting dressed, fixing a meal, eating the meal, cleaning up after the meal, oopsie, exercise, running errands. I mean, the list goes on, right? So what happens if I go about my day making all of these other things, like email, my top priority? Well, they go into the jar first, and then when I try to fit seeking God in as a last priority, the lid of the jar will not fit. Okay, so let's try Jesus's way of seeking the kingdom of God first. We'll put him in first, top priority, and all of the other things are secondary. Whoops. Uh-oh, we can't drop the marble. Okay, can I do it? There's one. Now what happens? All right, it's exactly what Jesus says, but seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all of these things will be added to you. Seeking Jesus first is key to letting go of anxiety about the various trials we face. So that's, friends, what we do when we study inductively. We ask God, what does the word say? What does it mean? And then how can we apply it to our day? In this case, making seeking God a priority. Do you need help making God a priority? Then I encourage you to come and do Bible study with me. That's the purpose of Simply Bible, is to engage with God through his word. I hope you'll join me in seeking God first.